The primary law of the universe is simple. Speed is the ultimate shield against failure. Think about a massive aircraft, a titan of steel and fuel weighing hundreds of tons, hanging in the sky. How does it stay there? It doesn't stay there because of hope or wishes. It stays there because it is moving too fast to fall. This is the exact blueprint for your life. If you are constantly attacking, constantly building, and generating an overwhelming amount of forward momentum, then unhappiness, poverty, and stagnation can never find a grip on you. I wake up every single morning with a fire in my chest because my schedule is packed with things I get to do, not things I have to do. The average person poisons their own psychology by viewing work as a burden, saying, I have to go to the office or I have to handle these emails. You should be on your knees thanking God that you have a mission to fulfill and a role to play in a world where billions are drifting aimlessly with nothing. The masses try to camouflage their cowardice with excuses, claiming they prefer to work smart instead of hard. That is a lie told by people who are afraid to sweat. You will never even discover the limits of your God-given talent until you have pushed yourself through enough hard work to reach the top 1%. If working smart allows you to achieve a result in 1 hour, then a true king works smart for 16 hours to achieve 16 times the result. My entire existence is a continuous stream of work, from the first rep in the gym to the final closing of a deal in the boardroom, because I understand that life is player versus player. The man who is willing to work while the rest of the world is dreaming is the only man who deserves the crown. Human beings are stubborn creatures designed to only truly internalize lessons through the medium of pain. You don't understand the nuances of finance until the taxman is pounding on your door. You don't understand the value of health until your body begins to fail you. You need the trauma and the scars to instill the iron discipline required to manage a fortune without becoming a degenerate. When you see a man in a Ferrari, don't waste your energy on envy. Spend that energy on a clinical analysis of his path. In the realm of wealth, speed is a differentiator. Speed does not equate to a lack of quality. A world-class assassin strikes faster than a common thug, yet his precision is higher. Every hour you spend procrastinating is a packet of profit that has been permanently deleted from your timeline. You need to understand that you do not make money in a vacuum. You take money from people you have convinced to trust your value. To scale this, you need a brotherhood, a network of high-caliber men, because the era of the lone wolf is extinct. Prosperity is only sweet when compared to the bitter days of having nothing. I remember not having $10,000 to my name until my late 20s, and that memory is the fuel for my current fire. As a man, your feelings are irrelevant to your obligations. I wake up stressed, I wake up tired, and I wake up under attack, yet I complete every single task with the same ferocity, because my duty is a permanent fixture while my emotions are fleeting. If you choose a life of quiet desperation and anonymity, that is your right, but you forfeit the right to complain when other men claim the spoils of war. I reject any ideology that suggests I am a victim of my own biology. If you believe in the ghost of depression, every creak in the floorboards of your mind will terrify you. If you don't believe in it, you simply see the noise for what it is and get back to work. Transform your life now, because the Matrix wants you sedated, compliant, and broke. Your mind must become an absolute monarchy where your will is the law and your body is the loyal soldier that obeys without question. We are entering an era where being average is no longer just a disadvantage, it is a death sentence. The middle class has been hollowed out and replaced by a digital feudalism where you are either the master of the machine or its slave. You have 3 paths in this new world. You can be the nice guy who tries to stay in the good graces of a boss who doesn't know your name. You can try to outwork an algorithm, which is a physical and mental impossibility. Or you can learn to harness the power of artificial intelligence to act as a force multiplier for your own ambition. If you are young and hungry, the third option is the only one that guarantees survival. AI is going to liquidate the livelihoods of the stagnant and the slow. My brother and I have faced every level of Matrix attack, yet we continue to dominate because we understand that the greatest horror a man can face is insignificance. To live a life where nobody cares when you speak and nobody notices when you leave is a nightmare far worse than any struggle. You need to write down the most terrifying version of your future, the one where you are old, broke, and alone, and realize that your current trajectory is likely headed straight for it. Exceptionalism is the only life raft. Legends are forged in the furnace of suffering, not the cradle of comfort. Every man of historical significance was born from a foundation of pain. You must become competent through experience, and experience is often just a polite word for survived trauma. Confident men are those who have walked through the valley of death and realize they are the most dangerous thing in it, The system is rigged to keep you as a high-functioning slave. Even if you earn 6 figures in a Western city, you are barely keeping your head above water after the government takes its pound of flesh. You could save every cent for a century and you still wouldn't be able to afford my lifestyle. This realization should break your brain and force you to look for the exit. I am not suggesting you break the law, but I am telling you to study the elites who create the rules. They don't play by the same handbook they give to you in school. Every time a supercar idles at a red light, it is a signal that the driver knows a secret about the world that you haven't figured out yet. I am the luckiest man alive because I removed the word feelings from my vocabulary years ago. If the work needs to be done, the work gets done. There is no negotiation with the self. Discipline is the only thing that is real. Motivation is a scam sold to people who want to feel good without doing anything. I don't go to the gym because I feel inspired. I go because I am a warrior, and a warrior trains regardless of the weather. The Matrix offers you bread and circuses, sports, drugs, and mindless entertainment to keep you from realizing your potential. Stop obsessing over the scoreboard of a game you aren't even playing and start obsessing over the legacy of your bloodline. You were not born to be a consumer. You were born to be a creator, a conqueror, and a provider. Respect is the currency of the masculine world, and it is only earned on the other side of fear. Time is the one asset that the richest man on earth cannot buy more of. Every second you spend arguing with people who don't matter or worrying about trivialities is a second of your life you are burning for zero return. Most people are sad because they view work as a punishment, but work is the highest form of prayer. It is the manifestation of your will upon the physical world. Being poor is a decision you make every time you hit the snooze button. If you truly loved your family, you would be terrified of being broke. Love without the power to protect and provide is just a hollow sentiment. If your parents need the best medical care and you can't write the check, your love didn't save them, your incompetence failed them. Money is a game of value exchange, and if you are a nobody, it's because you haven't made yourself useful to the world. You are currently on a highway that leads to a landfill of forgotten souls. You need to keep your foot on the floor and never take an exit until you reach the summit. People who say money can't buy happiness have usually never had enough of it to know. Even if wealth doesn't bring joy, I would rather be miserable in a private jet than miserable in a basement apartment. Your feelings are a luxury you can afford once you are rich. Until then, your only priority is output. The world is a hyper-competitive arena, and while you are resting, there is someone like me who is working to take everything you have. We are living in a period of absolute impatience. The mountain is growing taller every day, and the obstacles are becoming more complex. You do not have the luxury of a 5-year plan. You need a 5-minute plan. Every action you intended to take next month must be executed today. The Western world is not getting safer or easier for men. Inflation is a hidden tax on your life force, and crime is a tax on your security. Your government views you as a data point and a revenue stream, nothing more. Stop asking for permission to be great and stop looking for the gumption to get started. Panic is a valid response when your house is on fire and your current life is burning. The speed of AI means that knowledge is no longer a moat. You can ask a machine anything and get an expert answer. Therefore, your value is no longer in what you know, but in how fast you can execute. God rewards those who move with urgency. Patience in the face of poverty is not a virtue, it is a mental illness. Do not fall for the hope of a lucky break or a crypto moonshot while you sit on the sidelines. You need to earn your way out of the trap. The window of opportunity is closing, and the door to the elite class is being locked from the inside. Information has a shelf life. Broke people find out about opportunities only after the profit has been squeezed out of them. Rich people operate in a circle of whispers where deals are closed before the public even knows they exist. If you find out about a new car or new stock from a news headline, you are already too late. You are receiving the used information that the winners have discarded. You should be disgusted by your own insignificance and the fact that you are always the last to know. I am in the circle because I provided value to get there. My perspective is sharpened by a network of thousands of successful men who share intelligence in real time. The reason I am a billionaire is not because I am smarter than you, but because I am faster and I have better data. Most people are cogs in a machine that is being dismantled and replaced by silicon. Corporate jobs are high risk because you have zero control over the switch. The only low-risk path is to be the owner of your own destiny. University is a scam that trades 4 years of your prime for a piece of paper that AI can out-reason in seconds. Invest in yourself, build your own brand, and master the tools of the future. Achievement is the highest form of self-love. If you are lazy, you are your own worst enemy. You should be offended by my success because it serves as a mirror to your own failures. I started with nothing and reached the sun. What is your excuse? Every supercar in my driveway is a trophy from a war I chose to fight. The playing field is wide open because most people are too sedated to even step onto the grass. If you want to be remembered, you have to do things that make people uncomfortable. You have to be the one who does what others are afraid to do. Discipline is the elixir of life. Take all your rage, all your trauma, and all your ambition and channel it into a single point of attack. Become a monarch of your own mind. Build your empire today, or accept your place as a foot soldier in someone else's. The choice is yours, but the clock never stops. I can't go to the gym because it's far away, or my leg hurts, or I don't have a membership is a song of a loser who's decided to stay weak. Once you run out of excuses, the only thing left in the room is action. Action remains when the lies you tell yourself finally evaporate. For a very long time, I've refused to use excuses because I speak in binaries. I either succeeded or I failed. I don't say I failed because of some external circumstance. I say I failed because I should have done better. People look at my life and ask how to get rich, and I tell them exactly what to do, but their immediate response is that it won't work for them. They say that so they don't actually have to do the work. They are trying to avoid the brutal realities of life, but there's nowhere to hide. The only thing guaranteed in this existence besides death is constant, endless, never-ending work. You are sitting around on your backside, scrolling mindlessly through a screen and wasting the limited time you have on this earth. And then you have the audacity to wonder why you aren't where you want to be. People like me are going to take everything and won't even leave you the scraps. There won't be a single piece of meat left on the carcass of opportunity because you were too busy chasing people who were too good for you while wasting your prime years. The only way you're going to have anything in this life is to wake up and suffer the brutal realities of endless effort and to win by force. That is the answer to every question you have. It's the answer to the relationships you want, the wealth you desire, and the body you wish you had in the mirror. I can be motivated to do anything because I force myself. I can blink and cure my own brain and be permanently motivated to achieve even the most mundane and insignificant tasks. You can't even motivate yourself to get in the gym so that people admire your physical presence. You can't motivate yourself to be sexually desirable or financially stable, and then you want to ask questions about how the world works. You can't even motivate yourself to log in and dedicate your mind to a craft so you can finally have some money. The dream isn't just about the luxury car. The dream is about having a mother who isn't worried about hospital bills because her son is a provider. The dream is to see the world before you die because there are places you deserve to witness. The dream is to never feel that crushing depression on a Sunday night because you dread the Monday morning grind. To achieve this, you don't have to die in a ditch or climb Everest. You often just have to open a laptop and type, yet you still fail at even that. You don't have the motivation to move your fingers across a keyboard to save your own life, and you think anyone is coming to fix a loser like you. Make a list of 10 things you would do if you were guaranteed to win 100%. If a genie appeared and told you that your next 10 activities would have a perfect success rate, you would act instantly. You would enter the cage because you know you'd win and have that reputation forever. You would start the company because you know you'd be a millionaire. Look in the mirror and decide to give those things 100% of your effort anyway, because the secret of the universe is that you are guaranteed to win if you truly try your best. The number one thing holding you back is that you have become ridiculously spoiled. You believe that if you do a little bit of work, you deserve to be paid immediately. You want to know exactly how much you'll get and when it will arrive before you even start. This is the mindset of a slave. You refuse to try anything without the guarantee of compensation. Most people who have ever achieved greatness put in thousands of hours of work without any guarantee that anyone would even know their name. They took a leap of faith because they believed in the work itself. They knew that work works and that if you put enough of it into the universe will eventually give you what you deserve. But you can't do that because you're sitting there wondering when you get your fair share. A winner works anyway because they believe in the process. Your life will be fixed the moment you start to actually care about the outcomes and blame yourself for your failures. You can get rich, you can find a brotherhood, and you can find respect anytime you want, as soon as you give a damn and put in the force required to make it happen. I have only ever won by force. It is all I know. I look at the insurmountable mountain and I put one foot in front of the other with an iron mind that will not bend. God is watching and he rewards those who want it the most. If you don't have the house or the woman or the car, it's because you haven't been trying your best. You say you're trying, but if I looked at your schedule for the last week, I would find hours of wasted time. You would make excuses about needing a social life or needing to rest, and then you go back to being a loser. If you aren't waking up every day asking how to improve your existence, then no one else is going to do it for you. Happiness is a terrible indicator of how a life should be lived. If your only goal is to be happy, you'll eat the cake, take the drugs, and go to the club, because those things provide immediate dopamine. I don't wake up and ask how to be happy. I wake up and ask how I can be proud of myself. I want to achieve things that make my children look at me like a superhero and make my mother proud of the man I became. Tell me one thing you've done in the last 48 hours that is actually worthy of pride. The most successful people on earth do things regardless of how they feel. Nobody cares about a man being happy. We care about women and children being happy. But a man's role is duty, honor, and pride. You could lock me in a dungeon and I would still do push-ups in the dark, because what else am I going to do? Sit there and mope? The answer to every problem is hard work. If you're heartbroken, work. If you're broke, work. If you're in jail, work. It is actually very difficult for bad things to catch up with you if you are always moving at maximum speed. Most of you think you work hard, but you don't even know what that means. The difference between being good and being great is just a little bit more execution. Michael Jordan didn't score 20 more baskets than the next guy. He often just scored 1 or 2 more. But that small margin made him a legend. You are only 1 or 2 shots away from changing your financial reality, but you won't get up 30 minutes earlier or work 1 hour longer. You stay in the same spot doing the same things and expect a different result. You pray for a job, but stay at home watching TV, forgetting that God created us to be collaborative in the miraculous. You have a responsibility to move. If you don't move, you will die, and you shouldn't act like the world failed you when you failed to get on the road. Comfort is the silent killer. It doesn't attack you, it seduces you into thinking that staying the same is harmless. But the clock is eating your lifespan second by second. Pretending to be a great man in your head costs nothing, but becoming one costs blood. Movement isn't optional, because everything in the universe is in motion. Only humans think they can remain static and still win. You want the breakthrough without the breaking, but life rewards the warrior, not the wishful thinker. You think you've tried, but you only tried until it got uncomfortable. Winners don't stop when they're tired. They stop when they've dominated. Discipline isn't a personality trait. It's a decision to drown out the voice that begs you to quit. You are losing the internal war every single day to your own laziness and softness. When great men walk into a room, the air shifts because they have killed the childish urges you still submit to. Pain is the currency of power, and you keep showing up with coupons. You crumble under minor setbacks and think you're ready for the weight of a massive life. Life gives big burdens to big men and small burdens to small men. You are currently delaying your entire life into oblivion, waiting for a right moment that doesn't exist. Waiting isn't strategy, it's decay. You need pressure and consequences because the absence of punishment is the cradle of weakness. If there were a real penalty for being mediocre, you'd be a high achiever in a week. You don't need more knowledge or more opportunity. You need to become allergic to your own excuses. You need a standard that shames you into action. The world respects only one language: results. Your intentions don't matter, and your struggles don't matter. The universe only bends for those who bend reality with their own hands. Stop fantasizing and start fighting. Because the moment you truly try your best, everything you ever wanted will start sprinting towards you at a speed that will terrify you. You do not need to chase meaningless pleasures and empty pursuits that lead nowhere. You have to dominate your domain. Why did Genghis Khan wake up each morning? Did he think about playing instruments or simple entertainment? That got boring even after dozens of children. It became routine. So what did he do? He gathered his warriors and decided to ride out and take whatever they found. Because the drive to conquer is embedded in masculine nature. The modern world has dulled this instinct. They distract you with entertainment and festivals, numbing you with depression and garbage. But truthfully, when you look in the mirror as a man, building your empire is what brings fulfillment. That's why Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, and Genghis Khan did what they did. They didn't have maps or set destinations. They simply decided to prove they were the best. That's what successful men do now, at least financially. Why do I keep making money? I have nothing left to purchase. I own 4 Koenigseggs, a Rimac, a Bugatti, and over 50 other cars. There's nothing left to buy, but I'm winning the game. I'm conquering. That is what truly gives you purpose in life. Conquest. Men have always been this way. The Mongols raided Vienna. Consider how long it takes to ride from Mongolia to Austria on horseback. Yet they were still driven and restless enough to say they needed that city. That is masculine essence. The entire world was built by this innate drive to conquer. Conquering doesn't always mean dominating others. You can conquer the sky by constructing a skyscraper, or conquer by building roads and families. This exists inside every man. The modern world has dumbed it down, but I'm not interested in amusement. I don't understand the concept. Last night I went to a restaurant with my brother and 25 beautiful women. Fancy food, bottles of champagne, everyone was laughing and drinking. Never at any point did I have any enjoyment. I sat on my phone, checked my finances, did work, and spoke to my fight coach and legal team. Everyone around me was having a good time while I was getting things done. I didn't want to participate. I pay for everything so everyone else can enjoy themselves. Your life is enjoyment and my life is pressure. But you belong to me, so you're allowed to have enjoyment. My life will remain stressful, but I experience satisfaction through proxy by making sure everybody I love has enjoyment. I provide it, but I don't want it. It's just my obligation. I don't want anyone to think I'm unhappy or miserable. This is just how I view the world. I don't look at entertainment and feel I'm missing out. I'm glad others enjoy the cake, but I'm the baker. I provide it. I don't want to eat it. All I want to do is achieve monumentally and endlessly. You don't need drugs, alcohol, parties, or festivals. Amusement is the vector through which negative forces operate. There is money to be made. You don't retire your mother or help the world by being amused. Life as a man is about doing the right thing because it must be done. You don't need entertainment until you've reached the highest possible level. You need purpose, discipline, and performance metrics. You're not important yet. Nobody knows who you are. You're not strong or wealthy. You have bigger concerns than what you're doing this weekend. You haven't made a mark large enough to deserve time off. Your contentment will come from competence and succeeding at objectives. If everyone can go to that concert, you shouldn't want to go. You should only want to do things others can't do. Everyone wants to go to the party, which is exactly why it's worthless. You're only going to find actual satisfaction through exceptionalism. Happiness is found in the struggle. The size of the struggle you face is directly correlated to how successful and happy you're going to feel. Solving those problems leads to a positive place. Once you become addicted to the struggle, you become a machine of achievement. Weight training, chess, taking care of your family, these require resistance. If you only have joy and no pain, you won't be happy. Difficult lives are fulfilling because we were evolved to go through difficulty to survive. Comfort makes you unhappy. You must earn your happiness by climbing the mountain. The only other alternative is pleasure seeking, which will destroy your life. Make as much money as possible, not just for the money, but for the challenge. Success is satisfying. I quit drinking not because I reverted to Islam, but because I wanted to see if I would enjoy having less amusement. I was on a private jet drinking gin and tonics, running up massive bills, staying in mansions with beautiful women. I realized that while it was enjoyable, it would be more satisfying to be monumentally competent and regimented. I decided to be boring for 6 months, up at exactly 7:46 in the gym by 8:01. I learned that being exceptionally regimented is more satisfying than any party. Now, I have no interest in traveling or clubs. I want to run my empire and beat my brother at Uno. Amusement isn't satisfying. Achieving things in work is. People are afraid to accept there's a problem because then they have a responsibility. They're lazy and afraid they might lose. Forget about winning and losing for a moment. Focus on the fight itself. If you only fight when you're guaranteed to win, no bravery is required. If you don't overcome the tendency to give up, your life will lead to nothing. Fear is a reaction, but courage is a decision. Your mind must be stronger than your emotions and impulses. Winners don't quit. They don't make excuses. You cannot be a part-time loser. You can't try to escape the system and then take a 2-week break for a video game. A rocket doesn't pause halfway to the moon. You are the only person who can make this work and the only person who can mess it up. There are winners and losers. You either dedicate yourself or you stay invisible for the rest of human time. A higher power makes it difficult, so that quitters become the losers, who allow the non-quitters to be the winners. My cars are just symbols that I don't quit. Until you taste finishing a hard task, you won't respect yourself. Come hell or high water, you continue to fight regardless of the circumstances. Success is built brick by brick through relentless action and a refusal to accept defeat. The battle isn't always visible. People see the glamour, but they don't see the internal warfare, the discipline to wake up when your body wants rest, the mental fortitude to push through when logic says stop. Success doesn't just happen, it's earned by not making it optional. The modern world tells you to follow your passion, but that's backwards. You pursue excellence relentlessly, and passion develops from competence. You become passionate about what you're good at. Don't search for motivation, it's fleeting and emotional. You can't build an empire on feelings, you build it on systems and non-negotiable standards. The most successful people rely on obligation, not motivation. When you make something optional, you've already lost. Your brain is designed to seek comfort, so you must remove the choice. Removing the choice is why I operate on strict schedules. Every unplanned minute is a chance for your weak mind to steer you toward comfort. You must fall to your level of training and discipline. Adversity is guaranteed. The difference is that winners have built themselves into people who can handle the pressure. When you live a comfortable life, you become soft. If everything comes easy, you have no capacity for difficulty. You need to deliberately seek out discomfort and choose the hard path. Easy choices lead to a hard life. Hard choices lead to an easy life. Every time you skip a workout or choose the easy way, you're programming yourself to be weak. But when you consistently choose the hard path, you reprogram your identity. What used to feel impossible becomes normal. Extraordinary results require being extraordinarily imbalanced. Forget work-life balance, that's for people who want mediocre results. Obsession is necessary for greatness. The world will tell you obsession is unhealthy because your dedication reminds them of their own lack of commitment. Be willing to be misunderstood and criticized. The opinions of those in the stands don't matter. Only take advice from people who have what you want. Your peer group determines your trajectory, so be ruthless about who you spend time with. Cut out the anchors that pull you backward. Solitude is powerful because it forces you to confront yourself. Creators build legacies while consumers only leave behind memories of things they bought. Sacrifice the present for a better future. Delayed gratification is the predictor of success. Don't act like a child seeking immediate pleasure. Act like the person you want to become in 5 years. Every decision is a vote for your future identity. Real work begins when the motivation ends. True discipline means your actions are independent of your feelings. Remove the decision-making process to preserve your mental energy for what matters. Make greatness automatic. Building a habit is the only way to ensure that your standard is met when your will is weak. You have to reach a point where your excellence is subconscious, where you don't even think about being great, you just are. Most men live their entire lives in a state of mental negotiation. They wake up and negotiate with the alarm clock. They get to the gym and negotiate with the weight. They sit at their desk and negotiate with the clock. If you are constantly debating whether or not you should do the work, you are bleeding energy that should be used for execution. You need to become a man who is finished with the debate. When the schedule says move, you move. When the plan says fight, you fight. This level of automation is what allows me to manage a global empire while you struggle to manage your morning routine. You think it's about being in the mood, but the mood is a lie. The mood is a trap set by the Matrix to keep you inconsistent. Inconsistency is the primary reason for failure. A man who works at 50% capacity every single day will eventually surpass the man who works at 100% only when he feels inspired. You don't need inspiration, you need a ritual of war. You must realize that the world is a zero-sum game. For you to win, someone else has to lose. For you to take the market share, someone else has to go out of business. For you to be the most desirable man in the room, other men must be less desirable. This isn't a game of participation trophies, it is a game of absolute dominance. If you aren't obsessed with being the best, you are effectively consenting to be the worst. Mediocrity is a slow-motion suicide. It is the gradual surrender of your potential until you wake up old and realize you were just a background character in someone else's movie. I refuse to be a background character. I want to be the reason the plot moves forward. I want to be the force that shifts the atmosphere when I walk in. You can feel that way too, but only if you stop seeking the approval of people who are beneath you. Most of the people you are trying to impress are losers. Why do you care if a man who doesn't own a car thinks you're doing too much? Why do you care if a woman who has no goals thinks you're too intense? Their opinions are a reflection of their own limitations, not yours. True power is the ability to ignore the noise. You have to develop a selective deafness to the criticisms of the common man. They will tell you to take it easy because your speed makes them feel slow. They will tell you to be realistic because your reality makes their dreams look pathetic. I am the most realistic man on earth because I have made my dreams my reality through sheer force of will. I didn't wait for permission, I took the throne. You are currently standing in the hallway of your own life, afraid to open the door to greatness because you're worried about the cold air on the other side. Let it be cold. Let it be hard. Let it be lonely. The view from the top is only beautiful because of the climb you had to endure to get there. If success was easy, it would be worthless. The scarcity of high-level achievement is what gives it value. You should be glad it's difficult. You should be thankful that most people are lazy, because it makes the path to the top that much clearer for a man who is willing to work. Stop telling people what you're going to do, and just do it. Results are the only thing that commands respect. Talk is cheap, and the world is full of people who talk about their big plans while sitting in their mother's basement. I don't care about your plans, I care about your progress. I don't care about your potential, I care about your production. If you haven't produced anything, you haven't done anything. You need to develop a hunter's mindset. A hunter doesn't talk about the catch, he brings the meat home. He doesn't wait for the prey to come to him, he tracks it down and kills it. You are the hunter, and your goals are the prey. If you aren't hunting every single day, you are starving your future self. You owe it to the man you could become to destroy the man you currently are. You need to burn the bridge to your old life so that the only way out is forward. There is no plan B. There is no safety net. There is only the mission. The most dangerous thing you can have is a backup plan. A backup plan is just an admission that you expect to fail. It is a way for your brain to justify quitting when things get hard. If you have a safety net, you will fall into it. If you have no choice but to succeed, you will find a way. I have lived my life with my back against the wall, and that is why I have never lost. When failure isn't an option, your mind discovers capabilities you never knew you had. You become sharper, faster, and more creative because you have to. You need to create that same level of urgency in your own life. You need to act like your house is on fire because in a sense, it is. Your time is burning away, and every second you waste is a part of your legacy that you'll never get back. Stop waiting for a sign. Stop waiting for the stars to align. The stars will never align. You have to move them yourself. You are the architect of your own destiny. The